Hello Internet, I'm Jossaway, and today we're checking out Cairn by the Game Bakers. This is a survival climbing adventure. We're going to try the Alpinist difficulty. Survival's balance, climb with your gear and pitons. Save your progress at bivouac sites. And assist options are disabled by default. Alright, that sounds like a good challenge. Hopefully the game, or the demo rather, teaches us how to play here. Radix, welcome to the channel. Good to see you again, buddy. Yo, yo. Hey, Pila, welcome back to you as well.
Hey, climb bot. Go ahead, answer.
Hey, Aava, it's Chris. Do you ever pick up the phone?
Hi, Chris. Sorry. Look, I've not really got a whole lot of time to chat right now.
Absolutely. Just touching base to say we're good to go here. And I gotta tell you, we're all fired up. Rooting for you to become the first human to set foot on the summit of Kami.
Yeah, sure. Okay, gotta go. Just call me back.
Looks like we're gonna use our climbing walls here.
Come on, climb bot. I'm ready.
As a tutorial. One thing I really appreciate is the first line of dialogue told us how to pronounce the protagonist's name. It's Aava. Alright, the mountain is calling, but every great climber needs a warm-up. Reach the highest holds on walls 1 to 3 to learn the basics. Okay. So she's sort of slow to move here. She does have a sprint. And a jump that goes with it. We have a tourism poster here. Tenzin National Park and its stone gardens. I have an inventory and some sort of UI that I can use here. We've got a backpack, looks like. We've got clear water, instant noodles, chocolate. So perhaps stamina management is an important tool here. We've got climbing tape. Bandages the right size to dress your fingers. I love you, you know. To be used at the bivouac in peace, we've got Pencura 700, pain pills. Kurutiko, a mild muscle relaxer. The small climbs feel less painful with this. Okay, so we've got some stuff. A barometer. It's ancient, but it still more or less manages to predict the weather. And then we've got more clear water and a chalk bag. Plus we've got Climbot. It belays me and picks up my pitons as I climb. Okay, interesting, interesting. So that's... I've got like a camera zoom out kind of a thing. Looks like, yeah, I can modify the camera here and change the elevation. Very interesting. I can display my route. All right, there's a lot of cool utility here. Let's start doing the first climb. So X to start climbing. L moves a limb. Okay. So I move my left hand now. I move my left foot. Or right foot, rather. Seems like we move in a rotation with our... It's sort of auto-choosing for me. I sort of thought... Okay, so there's the first one beat. Radix asks, will you try the new game Dying Light the Beast? If it has a demo, I can add it to my list for sure. Recently, I've decided I'm going to be trying a bunch of different games by playing through a bunch of Steam demos. So, does it... That's the question. Does it have a demo right now? So the game sort of auto-decides which limb we're going to place next, it seems. Oh, there's her foot. Cancel last action. Nope, okay. There's definitely a stamina meter involved for different handholds. Like, I'm definitely getting some rumble on the controller here. And placement is kind of very important. You want to... Yeah, you want to place carefully. Because she will, like, her feet in particular will go against the wall if there's not a good place on a rock that you've chosen. Okay. It's pretty interesting so far. I have a stretch mechanic. Let's grab that and then place our foot. Cancel last action looks like that. Okay, can I get this up there? Okay, I can. Okay, there we go. Finish wall 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Dying Light the Beast is a continuation of the game. There are 2 more. So Dying Light, isn't that like a zombie thing? I'm not sure that's up my alley. I'll take a look at the game. All right, so where's wall 3? I think that's this. Yeah, this is wall 3. All right, this is much taller. Let's check this climb out. I wonder if there's a way to cycle through. I've got extra grip for 12, I guess. I wonder if there's a way to cycle through which limb you're using. Right now, I don't really know how to control that. I could zoom out. I can't quite see what I'm doing with my foot here. There we go. That can kind of get there. Okay. Okay, we've got a ledge that's not a, like, dedicated climbing piece there. Stretch. With one foot held high, keep pushed upward so that Aava stretches and reaches for more distant holds. You can repeat this gesture in any direction, but Aava won't stretch if her arms and legs are already too tense. Okay. Okay, she's wedged into that little bit there. Let's grab that. Let's take this and then reach up for... We'll stretch here, maybe? Okay. Don't have a great place for that. There we go. Oh, her arm starts shaking at a certain point when she's not properly connected. Let's get our foot on that ledge. Maybe just move there. Place that foot. I want it to be in this little nook. I'm not sure that's going to work. Okay. It's definitely interesting. Recover stamina. What does that do? Her left arm is definitely shaking here. Okay. Yeah, she's having trouble with her left arm here. There we go. Place a piton. Oh, there's a mini game here. Okay. Off belay. Okay. Stamina refilled. So once I place a piton and go into belay, I can recover some stamina. Then RT plus L down to hold the rope to rappel down. Very realistic zombie game. How awful it is that you can't choose the body part you want. Yeah, that's a little... I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Recall Climbot to retrieve your pitons. Limb selection. Here we go. Okay. One last tip. The game automatically selects the best limb to move for you based on the weight supported by each of them and Aava's posture. We recommend to play with automatic selection for smoother and more natural gameplay. However, you can activate manual limb selection at any time in the gameplay settings. Okay. That's it for the basics. Go to the rock face to tackle your first outdoor climb. Maybe I'll leave it on automatic for now. Like, I was a little concerned not being able to choose the one I wanted, but they're saying, like, we're going to choose the best one for you. Got a tourism poster here at Laka National Park. Climbing room. Completed walls 3 of 8. So, is there a reward if I complete all the... There might be a reward if I complete all the walls. We picked up another self-screwing python. What do you guys think? Should I just go... Should I just dive in, or should I do more of the test walls here? Poster for a documentary.
For a month to make this stupid documentary.
Apparently she's quite a famous
Another one of
climber.
Chris's genius ideas.
The perfect opportunity to get some exposure.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a camera in his face the whole time.
Above the Clouds, screening of the documentary on April 12th, in the presence of the director. After climbing the most difficult routes, Aava attempts for the first time the ascent of the smooth wall of the lightning-struck rock in the Kiblin Desert, a 700-meter high, almost smooth expanse that has never been climbed before. Cover of Verity magazine. Aava, looking back at her career and achievements, the best feelings of freedom came to me when I exceeded my limitations. Special 20 pages feature on her next expedition, Kami. That's the one we're on right now. We have no coins for the vending machine. There's a drink there, apparently. So I'm wondering what the reward is for finishing the other walls. We got wall 5 here, then 6. We did 1 through 3, so we have yet to do 4. There's 7 and 8. Where exactly is 4 then? There's 4. 4A and 4B. Interesting. There's also a couple more interactables back here. Let's check this out.
I had no idea.
Poster on
Crazy.
mountaineering related deaths.
So young, too.
The mountaineering community has lost another one of its stars. Soraya Bonaventura was taken by an avalanche on Sunday, January 24th, while attempting to climb the Peak of the Ancients by the south face. An experienced climber, she just celebrated her 27th birthday. My thoughts are with her family. There's some pocket change to give us at least 1 coin. We can choose what we get here. All right, I'll take whatever this is. Sport gummies? Okay. Yukai, promotional poster for the brand Yukai. The Yukai 6000M offers bed space for 2 to 3 people for climbers spending several days in major routes. XL format, ultra light, reliable, robust, stable, and comfortable. All right, so that's for like a hanging tent. Discount coupon, promotion 10% off Yukai equipment.
Climbot with double wall vacuum insulation that keeps your coffee warm. What are they going to come up with next?
Climbot, the new generation arrives. With a ton of new features, quicker, slimmer, smarter, Climbot V4 is the ideal partner for a smooth and secure climb. Insulated compartment to keep your beverages hot, video projector, 4K video calls, and voice assistant. And then, small ad for climbing lessons. Introducing young children. I wonder if this is like part of her history. Like, is that the person who taught her how to climb? Maybe that's Chris. More pocket change, so we can hit up another vending machine. Should I grab something else here? We got water, chocolate, energy bars. Whatever this is, this yellow piss drink. Let's grab one of those. Yellow yak. Okay. I'm wondering what the reward is for finishing all of the climbs, but I don't know if I want to do 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That seems like a lot of work. Maybe I'll save that for you guys if you play the demo. Oh, she cannot sprint very far with all this stuff on her back. More pocket change. A small bottle. All right. More? You want to see more? All right. I guess we can do 4 here. Let's try this one. Okay. Advanced training. Finish wall 4A or 4B. Okay, so we're going to go into advanced training here. Okay. That looks good. I can only get my foot so high. She can get both of those feet there. I don't really... There we go. That's what I want. I can stretch to that. There we go. That looks good. Get on that little bitty there. Okay, that looks good. Maybe right on the wall there. Get over there. Hold on, she's struggling now. Need to take a second to recover my stamina. Okay. There we go, that looks good. I think we'll reach over for... No, can't quite reach that. Let's get both hands on this, and then move our foot over. Maybe up here? It's hard to... There we go, okay. There's a little handhold here. What is this? Clip in. Off belay. Okay, stamina refilled. Maybe he'll give you something that'll help you when you climb. All right, yeah, so we'll do the advanced training. RT, hold rope. No, I don't want to rappel or jump. I want to go back to climbing. Okay. Let's get this foot on that. Okay. Can I reach? I don't have anywhere to reach here. There we go. Okay. Can I can't... Oh, maybe? Nope. Okay. Let's get on that side. Can I make it to that? Not quite. Okay, but I can give myself a better handhold. That looked good. Okay. Getting through this area seems pretty tough. Okay. Let's just grab the top of this rounded area. Get our foot on something good here. Okay, we're sort of slipping here. Man, I don't quite know how to get that last little bit. Let's get back up to the belay point. This is tough. Okay, stamina refilled. We need to climb here. Need to get our feet up. Interesting. It's sort of hard to tell what's going to be difficult for her. It feels like that should be jutting out. Like, she's starting to shake as soon as... Maybe I need to eat something? Like, this doesn't seem to indicate any kind of meter here that tells me, like, you're hungry, you're thirsty, or whatever. Plus 20 hydration, I guess. I also don't know how I would refill my chalk bag. I think this we compost. Kids candies plus 10 food. Okay. I feel like you're gonna be very angry, like when I get the crappy reward. All right. We can get on top of this. There we go. That's a little bit of help. Okay. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted to do. There we go. I don't think I want that. I want this little piece here. So it wants me to get over there to that glowing one, but I don't see how to do that. I'm losing a lot of... I can't, yeah, I don't know how to do this last part. There we go. Okay, recover some. So I got to the top. I guess I just... try to get to this now? Okay, there's finish. There's wall 4A. Now, how do I rappel down? Oh, I clip in. Off belay. Then I can rappel down. Okay. Yeah, 4A was tough, man. I don't know about 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 4 more of these climbs to do before we even start the demo. All right, where's 5? Right here? So there's an underhang there that seems like it's going to be tough, but I guess we just go straight up. Like, I guess planning your route is part of it. Excuse me. I guess we just go straight up here and see if we can do this. That's not going to be very easy. Okay. We're on wall 5. Let's pop a foot on here. Okay. Can I get this? Wait. Yeah, there's nothing for me to put this on. Okay, I can just squeeze into that. I think we'll left hand here, then foot up. Okay, that looks good. Then I want to move my right hand here. Okay. Now... Okay, she's moving her left hand. She wants to stretch. That doesn't quite work. There we go. Okay. Feet are... Let's leave that there for now and move our hand. There we go. Move our other hand. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our foot on that. And can we stretch up to that? Not quite. What about over here? There's no space for that, but we can grab a handhold and then quickly grab that. There we go. And then get our feet on this. Okay, let's recover our stamina and then let's clip in. All right, so we got a relay point now. Let's move, like, left a little bit. And now we can stretch to that. Okay. Hold on, that's not great. I want to be on top of that. I don't really have a place for this foot. Okay, where's she reaching? Here? Okay, stretch. Can you stretch? Not really. All right, well, let's get our feet in a good position. Not a huge fan of this right now. Okay. There we go. All right. Love to move. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't have a great place for this foot other than the same bit that my other foot is on. Can I reach this? No. How am I meant to? I can kind of go like that. There, nope. Can you reach for that? Not quite. All right, let's get this foot on this little nubbin right here. Okay. Okay, can you get on that? There we go. Okay. And then reach up. I need you to get your hands on something good. There we go. Don't have a great place for this foot. There we go. Take the little nubbin. Okay. There's wall 5 complete. I think I'll just leave that there and then clip in. Off belay. And down we go. All right. I don't know how you can be so patient. You couldn't. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to beat the challenge. It's kind of a puzzle. If you don't think about it like trying to get to the top quickly, if you just try to think about it like succeeding, it's like a puzzle, right? Where do you put each thing? All right, so 6A seems sort of very difficult, but maybe it's just the over-underhang, like the vertical here, that makes it look that way. I mean, if she's an experienced climber, she should be able to make that work. There's a lot of handholds there. So maybe we'll try 6 now. Okay. Wall 6A or 6B here. Like, this corner looks like a really good way to ascend here. Let's get this hand on the same piece and then move our legs up. Yep, okay. All right, now... This, I think we're gonna have to use the corner here. So, like, we'll place our hand right near the corner there, and then place this hand right there. Then we'll grab this little bit, and then we'll keep going up. I think we want to use the pressure of the wall again. That's good. I think we're going to have to keep doing that. Let's grab this right here. Let's push that leg in a little bit. Then that leg. Okay. Can you grab that? Grab that. Okay. Let me clip in. And let's off belay here. Maybe not. Okay. Take a second to recover stamina. Defective Pixel, hello, welcome back to the channel. This is rappelling. It's rock climbing. It's very interesting so far. Okay, here's the toughest part. I'm not quite sure how to do this. I guess I'll grab that corner and then I'll move my foot up if I can. And I wouldn't think I can reach. Can I reach that? Okay, I can. Let me get right in this corner. Move my hand here as far left as I can get it. Okay, what am I doing with this foot? I think that. No. I need to move my left foot. There we go. That'll help out. Okay. I need to get up to the ledge. Not quite. Let me support myself over here. Grab. There we go. Okay. My arms are getting tired. Oop, that's not where I want that foot. Okay. There we go. Okay, that ledge helped. So if you move quickly, there is some... I think I can just clip in. Yeah, if you move quickly... you can get past some shaky parts. This part I'm not sure. I think I want to move this foot to there. There we go. And then reach up. Okay. Oh, she's not reaching it. Okay, fortunately we had that belay pin. Oh, I need to swing here? There we go. Okay. Just... This last piece, I can't quite get it. There we go. All right, that's finish wall 6A. This is not an easy game. Not easy at all. It definitely requires some patience here. All right, so we got 2 more walls to climb, 7 and 8, which are over here, I believe. Yeah, all right. Look at 7, there's just nothing. Oh no, okay. I guess we're trying to, we're trying to climb this chimney. This looks like it's gonna be tough. Okay, we'll give it a shot. So I want to stay as near the corner as possible, I think, for leverage here. It is kind of hard to aim the feet exactly. You get on that little nubbin? You can. Okay. Left hand maybe there. And then foot on the nubbin. Okay. I don't want to extend too far here. I don't want her arms to be too extended. I feel like that's going to stress her out. Yeah, she is struggling here. Can you get on top of these things? Okay, recover some stamina. If you can get your feet somewhere good. Just grab it. There we go. Wow, okay. That actually ended up working out okay. In a real climb, that would have been terrifying. Seeing your arm shake like that. It's a long jump. Okay, she took a little bit of health damage from that jump. Interesting. She didn't have a belay pin there, so I guess I was supposed to climb down. But that's 7 out of 8. Only one left. So, alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. This looks very challenging. Alright, we gotta get to that upper right area. Oof, this looks rough, man. Okay, so we have a foothold there. And then another one there. And then we can try to stretch to that little bitty. I don't think we're gonna hit that. Okay. Let's repossession somehow. How are we gonna do this? I guess against this little flat face. Let's get you on top of that. That almost worked. Okay. So I can't reach that from here. Let me grab this and move my foot left more. Okay. Let's get on top of this and then see if we can't... yeah, that's gonna be rough. Can you reach? You can. That's gonna be really hard to deal with, though. I'm gonna need to push up and grab that. Okay, that sort of helps. Can I get my foot on there? Okay. Now what? Now how do I get across this? Okay, I'm still not really sure about how to get across this. There we go. Okay, I've got some footholds here, sort of. There we go. Okay, that's a stable foothold. You gotta go to lunch break. Good luck. Thanks so much, Defective Pixel. We'll see you again next time. Okay, she's losing stamina rapidly here. Get your foot on that. All right. I've got another little foothold there. That looks good. I don't know about this. I gotta reach for that? No. Oh, man. This one seems really tough, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, there's very little to hold on to. I'll try it one more time here. Where's this hand going, right? Okay. Let's push it against the wall if we can. Grab that. Grab that. Okay. Okay, we're sort of stabilized on that little jutting rock, but we've been here before. Okay. Man, this, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me get as far to the right over here as I can. Let's push up a little bit on this. No! I'll be honest, I don't think I have the game knowledge to beat this one. Like, what could I do? There's no piton that I can clip into. I guess I could use more chalk. I don't really know how the chalk gets refilled, though. I only have 2 chalks left. I guess I'll try one more. We kind of know how to get to the hardest part, and then I'll chalk up somehow. Where do I put my foot? Here? Yeah, I don't think I'm getting up wall 8 here. So we're gonna skip. Unfortunately, we're gonna give up on the reward, whatever it is, and we're gonna go straight to the actual challenge here and push forward into the demo. I leave the exercise in completing wall 8 to those of you who want to get the demo for yourselves. All right, let's start climbing. This looks pretty easy, honestly. It's just it doesn't have the it doesn't have things kind of laid out for us like the climbing walls. It's natural rock, right? Let's follow this little crevice for a bit. Okay, we can get on top of that. Looks good. Reach up to that. Move our foot up. I think maybe to this little bitty. Okay. Left hand goes here. You can come up to that little thing. Yeah, okay. It's interesting. It's a very intuitive system in terms of aiming. You can kind of get it where you want it to go. There we go. Okay. Reach up to there. Nope. Okay, that works. Place a piton. Twisted. Oh, yeah, I got this wrong. Planting pitons regularly will help you secure your scent, but beware you have a limited supply. You can retrieve them once on solid ground by recalling your climb bot. When you plant a piton, you can go off belay. In a resting position, you'll recover your stamina and will be able to open your backpack. Okay. I don't know what twisted means. Maybe it makes it harder to resume the climb. Okay, I'm not sure where to go here. I think this side thing? Yep, okay. And then move that, stretch that up there. Not quite. I have a little ledge there I can get into. She's kind of stretching here. Let's see, where can I put this? That's a better position for that leg. Yeah, as long as we have like a lip to hold on to, there's like more stability. All right, this is hard. I think I'm gonna move left here. Let's grab the top of that if we can. Not quite. All right, let me, yeah, there we go. There's like some verticality there that we can grab. Put your foot there. Looks good. Let me grab that edge. Yep, okay. And then foot on that. I want you pressing downward with your foot onto the gravity. I want gravity pushing your foot down into the top surface. There we go. Looks good. Okay. Get that foot up. I guess that works. Okay. Let's grab that. Where's next? Can we stretch up? Eh, not really. Can reach that and then... Hold on. There we go. Okay. I want to get my foot in a better position right now. There we go. Can I get it? Oof. Yeah, she's got some weird contortion she can do. Grab this, yep, and then get your foot somewhere good. Okay, that's pretty decent. Get that up there. Nope, that's way too high. There we go. Okay. Almost to the top. I should maybe place another pipe. No, I don't think I need to right now. There we go. Okay. And then get your foot up there. Yep. Okay, looks good. On that, there we go. Come on, we're almost there. Don't give up now. Maybe there? All right, wow. Okay, when you feel ready, climb the rock facade is done. Save your progress. Outside the climbing gym, serious injuries can be fatal. Find a bivouac site and pitch your tent to save your progress. You'll be able to resume from this point if you die. Your progress will also be automatically saved at certain points in the story. So the mechanics of playing the game are very challenging. That's for sure. I am interested to know what the Python scraps. Oh, is that what a twisted Python does? I don't get it back fully because I put it in wrong. Because I was in a rush. Okay. I am curious about the story here. I mean, it seems like she's world famous. She's climbing something challenging for the first time. Beyond that, I don't know what to think. So I guess this is going to be the bivouac site so we can save our progress. Ascent saved day 1 midday. Okay. And we can actually go and see the tent. Gotcha. All right. Is there any story details here? I can cook, sleep, Python repair, get out, tape fingers, open bag. Well, let's do Python repair. Oh, I need 2 broken ones to get 1 good one. All right. Should we cook something? Instant noodles and clear water. Let's cook that.
Give me that.
Instant sweet potato noodles. Around here, that's what we call a feast. I get plus 40 something. I don't even know what that is. Grip strength? We'll consume that. What else can we do? Tape our fingers. Select a finger. I guess they're already taped. We could open our bag, we could sleep. I think we just get out and go back to the climb. Looks like I'm gonna have to make a running jump here, maybe? That's interesting. There's some stuff over there, too. Incoming call.
Again? Who's it now? Chris? Naomi? Don't pick up. I'll take care of it later.
Got a great view of this thing we're gonna climb here. I mean, for her, if she's world famous, this should just be like a pretty easy climb, right? What do we got here? Map of Tenzin. Discover a dozen hiking trails. 2 junior strolls, 3 family strolls, 3 sporty hikes, and 3 endurance hikes. Local fauna, the pika. Related to hares or rabbits, pikas, or ochotones, are particularly well adapted to life at high altitudes. These herbivores, known for their sharp whistles, may be difficult to spot. Indeed, they sneak into piles of stones or burrow into the ground when disturbed. And then notice raising awareness about pollution linked to mountaineering. The mountain is not your garbage dump. Pick up your trash. Okay. We've got some scenic vistas up here. Warning, due to major landslides, the GR74 hiking trail is temporarily closed. I mean, nothing's stopping me from going that way, right? Or maybe it won't let me climb except at certain, like, indicated areas. Like, I probably can't actually climb over whatever this is. This is probably blocked off from the demo. Yeah, there's no... I can't climb here. Okay. Route planning. Plan your route ahead and find the best start by studying the pathways. You can observe the wall from a distance with LB. In remote view, press Y to review your path. Okay. She will mantle free of charge. I like that. It looks like that area right there looks maybe the easiest to get up to the next ledge. Oh, there's a dandelion here. What does that do? I can just gather that? What is that used for something? And maybe it's an ingredient. I could try this chimney, but I think that route looks more promising to get up. You kind of curve to the right and then off to the left. Okay, we have clear water. Bottles are full. Oh, this bridge is out, huh? All right, I think we're gonna go up here and try to climb this. This looks promising. Okay. Let me get my feet a little bit higher here. And then we can maybe reach that, and then... Yeah, okay. I think I can get on top of that. Can I put my foot on this little ledge here? I can. All right. Let's move this hand next. I can stretch up to there. Pop my foot on that little bit. Then grab this. Okay, looking good so far. So I think we want to move to the right here. Kind of nice and easy. Where am I going to put my foot here? I don't know what's happening right there. There we go. Okay. Let's get up on here with their other hand. Okay. So there's plenty to, like, stand on here. There we go. I think we'll grab both of these and then try to get up to here. There we go. Okay. Now we go pretty much straight up if we can figure out how. That looks good. A little bit of frame lag. Can I stretch up to that? Not quite. Let's get in that little crevice if we can. I want this as high as I can get it. There we go. Okay. I want to adjust my footing here. Let me grab this little bitty thing there. I want you on top of it. There we go. And then move your foot over there. Looks good. Okay. You take that little crevicey thing, and then can you get up to this? You can. Let's just get a little bit safer here. Okay. Maybe on top of this. Yeah, that looks good. Up to there. Up there as well. This is a little bit rough. On top. There we go. Okay, it's telling me to use a piton here. Okay. Let's go ahead and off belay, recover our stamina. Stamina refilled. All right. Let's review our route. Okay, so now we need to head left because we're not going to climb that sheer section of that planar section right there. So now we need to head left. All right. Let's climb. That looks good. Just get that foot somewhere. Reach up with your hand. Take that little ledgy. Yep. And then take that little ledgy. Looks good. Okay, we need to start moving left now. How am I going to do that? All right, let's put our feet together. And then kind of... let's stretch out a little bit like this. Move our hand here, and then reach across to that. Maybe reposition that foot. There we go. Okay. Let's grab that, and then move across with our hand. There we go. And then reposition this leg. This leg. Okay. Hands, feet. Okay, move this over here. Looks good. Reach up to this. Not quite where I wanted to be. Okay, we'll take it though. Okay, let's move left along here. Didn't want that. There we go. Okay, let's take a second to recover our stamina. I think we'll maybe chalk our fingers here since we're near the top. Extra grip 12. I'm not sure how long that lasts, but we'll take it. Let's pop that there. So getting up onto this next bit of climb is going to be the hard part. Can you get up there? Ooh, ooh. Yep, okay. Sure, grab that. And then maybe this. Move that leg. This is the tough part. There we go. Just move quickly and with confidence, and it actually works out pretty well. Grab that. Grab this. Looking good. I think we'll just grab the same ledge there. Grab this. Yep, looking good. Okay. This part seems tough. Grab that and move this hand up right into that corner and then get your foot up. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Okay. Put that right there. Grab this ledge. Okay. Put this up as high as it can go. Stretch. There we go. Okay. Made it to the second ledge. There's our climbing gym. Yeah, the views here are incredible. I like the danger of it's too much for me, but I can understand why people would want to free climb. I did see whatever this thing is. Self-screwing piton. What are we doing here? Oh, it's like a... it's a scenic overlook, right? So you could take a screenshot here. She just wanted to chill out here and take a look at the landscape. Very nice. Okay. So we've got the remainder. We got another cliff to climb here. This one doesn't look too bad. Feels like that's the easier way to go over here. There's more texture to the rock face here for us, even though it's a bit of a longer climb. This feels like the way to go for the next bit here. All right, let's grab that, and then this. Let's grab some of this ledge here, and then, okay. Grab that as well. Hand can go in there. You can squeeze up there. That looks good. Okay. And maybe on this little bit. And up to there. Up to there. Looking good. Okay. Grab that. Just keep going. I need to move my left leg. Okay, that's good. That was a little rough. All right, so this bit seems tough. I think we'll move left on the... we'll move laterally on the face of the mountain here to get a little bit of a different position. Okay, you can't quite... Let me take this. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, I need better foothold stat. Yeah, get in that little... Okay, get there. All right, let's rest. Okay. What is that? There's some sort of thing hanging down from the ceiling there. All right, the last little bit of this seems tough. I think we want to make it to the spine here, left, and then go up the spine. I think that's our play. Okay. Decent foot position here. We're going up the spine, I think. What am I moving here? My right hand? Okay. Grab this. Okay, I guess we're gonna grab that. And then... Yeah, go for... Hold on a second. What is it telling me? I'm thirsty? Okay, I don't have time to take a drink right now. Grab that. And... Get your hands in here. Yep, I like that. Okay, and then... Get some side... Yeah, get in there. Get in there. It's not great. We don't have great footholds here. There we go. Good handhold. There's a foothold. There we go. Okay. Put your foot there. Looks good. And this foot, a little rough. Can I get up there? Yeah, okay. It wants me to use a piton here. I like that. Okay, I'm very thirsty apparently. Let me off belay to recover stamina, and then we're gonna drink. Apparently I'm hungry too. Whatever, I don't really need to conserve resources here. We're at the end of the... Okay, so the last piece here, I'm not quite seeing how to do it. I could maybe go to that diagonal to the right. Maybe, maybe diagonal left is the way. There's that little diagonal ridge that I could maybe get my feet on. All right, so let's start by getting our foot into this crack if we can. What is she moving now? Her left hand? Okay. Now I want you to be moving left here. Okay. Can you get there? Ooh. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. This is very, very, very narrow and hard to deal with, but we've got this little ridge to move along. Yeah, like, limb placement is very, very, very important. And you want to be precise about it, too. I think I need to get in this little crack if I can. Yeah, we're almost there. This foot can go there. Move up the slope with our hands. Just edge along a little bit. Okay, take that little kind of sideways push. And then reach up there. Yep, okay. That's a little rough. Just kind of... No. Ooh, okay. I got too greedy. I got too ambitious. It's getting late in the day, too. Like, you can see the sunlight falling. I think I was on the right track, though. I just got a little too... I got a little too greedy. I thought I could, like, rush to the end. And I didn't give myself the support I needed, and I fell. Yep, getting that little crevice. We'll try the same thing we tried last time. Okay. Oh, it's getting real dark now. I don't like that. Okay. Okay, put it in there. Grab that, and then get your foot up. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, all right. Oof. All right, we've almost made the ascent. Very challenging game, very interesting game. All right. So, we need something to eat and drink here. Let's cook something. Chocolate, yellow yak, dandelion, clear water. I mean, I don't want to cook that. I think we're just gonna go into our bag here. Let's eat some chocolate. Let's eat our gummies. Another chocolate. And we have some clear water to drink. Okay. I don't know about these pills. 4 minutes of grip. Huh. Okay. Let's sleep. Or let's wait for dawn. She's doing push-ups, really? I thought she would sleep here, not do push-ups. All right, so we got sunrise. It looks like 5:30, 6. Okay. Interesting way to pass the time. Do I want to tape my fingers? Yeah, okay. How does this work? Rotate? Okay. That's a long mini game. We definitely want to do this one. I guess the bloodied bandages are good for a little bit longer, maybe? I don't really need to replace them. Oh, did I crap out here? I didn't finish. Okay. This is, I gotta be honest, this is kind of an annoying minigame. It takes too long. Too many circle rotations with the thumbstick. All right. Okay, let's zoom out and look at what we're dealing with here. I think we want to get to the... I think we want to do one last climb to reach the top here is the goal. At least for the demo. That looks doable over on the right. Yeah, this looks eminently doable here. Yeah, we just follow that kind of like spiral all the way to the top, right? I guess this face looks kind of doable too on the left. I do like the route. I do like the route shower. Oh, and it shows where you had like stressful moments too. Like parts of the climb are green and cool and easy and parts are very stressful, huh? Honestly, the direct route here may be better. Well, no, that definitely looks more textured, the spiral. All right, let's take on the spiral here to get to the top and finish the demo. Okay. Hold on, should we drink more before... Yeah, let's just hydrate up. Okay. There we go. Grab that. Grab the top of that, and then put our foot in this little crack here. Looks good. You can bring this foot over as well. Okay, let's take this, and then this. That'll help us move our foot. And then we grab this. Like, we don't need to do big movements here. There's lots of texture on this rock, so we can just kind of like take what's available to us, take it slow and steady, and get where we're going. Let me grab this. That's fine. Okay, can I get on top of that little bit? That looks good. Let's grab this crevice. And push this leg as high as it can go, and then use our hand here. Okay. Need better footholds. Yeah, here we go. That looks good-ish. Alright, this part looks a little bit challenging. Let's get in that little crevice there. Keep a hold on this. It's moving this foot. I don't want that. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, take that. And then take this. That looks good. Yeah, go over to the... Move over to the right a little bit. Okay, you get on top of this. And then you take this little bit of, like, leverage here. Let's grab that, and then that. That's good. Get a better foothold here. And you get on top of that. You can. Okay, let's take both of those. Get a little bit of a better position here. Go up to that ledge. Okay, the feet are going to be a bit of a problem here. I need to move my hands up. Take that. Okay, that looks good. Take that. Okay, there we go. That ledge will help. We can move into this little crack. Okay, we're making good progress here. Can I reach this? Okay, I sped through that a little bit. Let me actually take a second to recover some stamina here. Okay, what's next? That's fine. I'm gonna have to push up a little bit here. Where is she moving her right leg? Yeah, this is gonna be a little tough. Just grab this ledge. Okay. Move that foot, and then, yep, get that on there. There we go. Okay. This is looking like a pretty decent climb here. Yeah, this part feels kind of easy-ish. Let me just zoom out. Yeah, we do need to move left here somehow. Let's grab that. Just take the next little ledgy. Man, yeah, this is quite challenging, but quite satisfying too. Yeah, get that little ledge. Okay. Where are you gonna put your hand here? There? Okay. Yeah. Now we need to start moving left. Okay. Yeah, go for that. I like that. And then get a foot in there. Wedge a foot in. Yep. Okay. So we have like... No, grab... Ooh, oh, that's gonna be very bad. Oh, she's dead. I was right there. She fell backwards instead of forwards. Woof. If I could have gotten on that ledge. Retry from last save point. Okay. Man, that sucks. I was right there and I rushed at the end. That was a mistake. I think we picked the right position here. I think we did want to make this ascent. I just failed to conquer the last little part. All right, let's go up again. I think I know what to do this time. Dude, I can't imagine. Yeah, I can definitely see people speedrunning this though, because like, if you can memorize the route and know how it works, you don't really need to pick and choose each time. You just find a route that works, and then you you memorize the control inputs, you could probably speed your way up this if you knew what you were doing. Get a little bit of verticality on that. No, I want that little bit there, and then I want this. Okay, climb bot. I probably should have used a Python a lot sooner than I did. That would have saved my life there. Okay. Yeah, get your foot on here. You get your hand up there. Looks good. And then just brace yourself for a second. She doesn't have a good... There we go. Okay. Can you get to that? Almost. This foot needs some better leverage. There we go. Okay, I guess we're taking a different route this time. Let me Python in here. For safety's sake. There's the ledge we fell from last time. Okay. Maybe I should go off belay here. Just recover stamina. Okay. Feet. I think I can get to there. Yep, okay. This hand can go to the same ledge. We'll pop into that little crevice there. The left foot can grab this. Okay, hand in the crack. This hand maybe there. All right, I'm gonna have to take kind of a weird position with that foot for a second and then use handholds to get it the rest of the way. How high can you get this? You can kind of take that. Can't quite get that where I want it. That's good. Okay, yeah. Take those two little crummy cracks. There's a nice ledge to grab with our hand. Get a little bit higher there. Take another little cracky. Now, interestingly, this looks a bit dangerous. It looks like this could pull out. What's happening? Grab that. Okay, this is pretty rough right here. I gotta be real careful here. Push up and get some leverage there. Get the handhold. Yep. Okay. We're near the top. Maybe another Python here. Okay, and then we can off belay to recover some stamina. Okay, what are you moving? Your left, your right leg? Okay. I need your hand to go right in that corner. And then you gotta grab this if you can. No, okay, so grab this instead. That's better. Move this leg up just a bit. Grab that. Can you get on that? There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, put that foot on the same little crevice. Let's grab that. Can you get... you can't quite get there. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. It's telling me to do another Python, but I'm like, there. There we go. Okay, we made it to this. We're almost to the top. I gotta say, the challenge here and the mechanics are very interesting. A lot of fun to work with. Let's just get to the top here and finish the demo. My thirst is getting high. I hope there's like a river up here in the main game. Nice. So we climbed to the very top. Let's take a look at the view. What did that say? Cross? Cross? What does that mean? That was a pretty impressive climb, right? Wow, we came up quite a ways here. I wonder if there's an in-game measurement for your elevation. So there's another cairn over there, but we've reached, okay, little cutscene, and then I think we're at the end of the demo.
Are you ready for Cammy?
Damn, look at that.
Doesn't look so bad, does it?
Doesn't look so bad. Congratulations! So it's gonna review our whole route here. Yeah, there's some really cool features on this. Like, I don't think this is a game that I would play through. The story might be great, but the climbing mechanics are it's very well done, but I don't think I want to play 6 to 8 hours of it. I will say it's very, very interesting. It's a beautiful game. It's very well done for what it is. But I don't see myself spending 8 hours doing that. Like, going through the demo once was enough of a challenge for me. Kind of want to go back and try Wall 8 that we missed. On the whole, a very interesting game. Obviously, a lot of love went into it. It's got a very solid atmosphere. And for people who are into this kind of puzzling and this kind of challenge, also for speedrunners, I can see this being a very attractive game. For me, I'd be happy to watch somebody else try to conquer Kami, but aside from a little bit of curiosity about what story they would have layered in to all the climbing mechanics and like what other kind of magical climbing mechanics there might be, I think playing through the demo was fun, and I think it was enough for me to get a taste for it. Still, the game releases, I think, in November, so if you guys are interested, make sure to wishlist it on Steam or check out the demo for yourself. Other than that, Radix, Keela, and Pixel, thank you guys so much for joining me and watching, and to anybody watching the video in the future as well, thanks to you. I do appreciate you guys watching and throwing me the comments and the likes and stuff. It really makes my day when I get one of those. So I do appreciate you. You're special and important, even if I don't know you personally. And if that specialness and importance is a little bit clinical, it's still real. Thanks, guys. We'll be back later today with some XCOM 2 and back with another game demo tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. If you're interested in seeing more, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert bell. And other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.